Hey everybody, welcome back. Monday Morning Briefing, episode number 120. It is Saturday, July the 6th. I was actually going to do a Monday video Thursday on Independence Day because I worked better part of the day. We were here. I had a friend of mine in town, an officer in town, and he was working, and we really didn't have a whole lot going on. We had stuff Thursday evening to go do, see fireworks and that kind of thing. And so I decided to go ahead and smoke some pork ribs here for lunch and feed him while he's on duty and that kind of deal. So we had a nice little day in the shop. I was able to get some stuff done, but we were kind of in and out. Kids were in and out and stuff like that. They were running around, and so didn't get one done, but I'm in here on this Saturday just kind of doing the same thing. I've got the pit going and doing a brisket for this weekend and just kind of working on my saddles. As you can see behind me, we're making some progress on those. I've been posting some of that to Instagram and just working on videos. We had a new project video that I told you about in the last Monday briefing that was supposed to come out. I was hoping Monday or Tuesday. Didn't happen, but we got it all done. We got the patterns in, and so we posted that yesterday, I believe, and that is for the 3-piece breast collar. This is been a very highly requested video for us to do, at least with most people that are doing any kind of tack or saddles. A lot of people have been asking us to do a breast collar and other tack as well, but this one's been the most popular one, and so we did that. If you've seen that video and purchased your copy of the pattern pack, thank you very much. Like I said, you can change the style of these, but the basic construction of them is the best way we found to make them in the shop as far as for efficiency and functionality. One of the saddles that we were working on repair, I've still got a couple I'm working on. It's got one of these breast collars on there that's probably 10 years old, and the tugs still look good, and the guy who kind of maintains his stuff fairly well. And so, yeah, they're great breast collars. That centerpiece there holds up. But yeah, it's a great pattern. If you're interested in getting your copy of that, you can find that video on our YouTube channel. Just go to our website, and this is one of the newest patterns that's on there. We've got some other project videos that we're working on. I'm actually going to turn in some patterns hopefully here pretty quick, and that way, or the files, that way we can have the patterns a little quicker. And we are also ordering more patterns and things to get ready for Waco. So that's coming up quick, and that's going to be in August. It'll be, what's the date of that? All right, so the Heart of Texas Leather Show, it's going to be August the 9th and 10th. And so that'll be coming up here pretty quick. It'll be here before we know it. Everybody knows July moves pretty quickly. Everybody's out and about. So if you're planning on going to Waco, we look forward to seeing you there. We will be teaching. Our classes start Tuesday. All the workshops start on Tuesday, and they'll run all week and through the weekend. We'll be teaching Tuesday, Wednesday, and a half day on Thursday. Our classes are full, but there's a lot of workshops still available. You can go to Leather Crafters and Saddlers Journal's website and go under events, click on Heart of Texas Leather Show, and you'll find all the workshops there, and you can kind of pick and choose and see what you want to do. Workshops are fun. That make the whole week a lot more enjoyable. Just gives you some new ideas and some new techniques to work on and stuff. As far as new techniques, I've been working on just tooling. I've got a box here in my bench, and another box on the outside is just cut with tons of parts. So I've been cutting, as you know, we did get our leather in, and so all of our material packs are full on the website. We're going to talk about a little sale we're doing this weekend that some of y'all may already know about, but we've got all material. So I've been back there cutting a lot. When I'm not in here shooting a video or something, I'm usually back there cutting extra stuff to make sure our bins stay full, monitoring the website. But in doing that, I've got this in particular is just some Wickett and Craig chestnut. It's about a 7 ounce probably. I bought it from Aaron at Maker's Leather Supply when we were at a show last year. Bought 2 or 3 hides of it or sides of it, and just bought it for us just to make stuff for the store, inventory for the store. So I've made a bunch of gunslings with it, knife sheaths, things like that. I ended up cutting me out some money clip wallets and some round purses because we are going to revisit the round purse. That's a pattern that we did before we moved here to Moulton. So back when we were still in Wheelock, in that little building, we had done a project video, one of the early ones, that was for a round purse. That purse in particular is an 8-inch round purse, a very simple gusset system. The one that I want to do now, or that I'm working on now, is a 10-inch. So this is our 10-inch circle. As you know, in our material packs, we do offer a material pack that's 2 10-inch circles out of 9 10-ounce leather. We also threw on there some of the 10-inch circles for the tortilla warmer. So if you're looking for tortilla warmer material, we do have that on there in 3 4-ounce. There's 4 panels of this and 3 4-ounce for making our tortilla warmer, which is a very recent project video. I know it's kind of expensive, but it's a lot of leather. When you cut out 4 10-inch circles out of a hide, you've taken a big bite out of that hide of leather. So is what it is. That's what they are. But if you want those are on the website. We'll try to keep a few of those on there. But anyway, we're going to readdress the round purse at some point. Like I said, I am working on that. I don't know if it'll be this particular purse here, but we're working on another project where I'm having to, I don't want to let too much out on it just yet because we're not sending files off yet, so it's not really that close to being done. But we're working on another resource that I think is going to be real helpful. But anyway, I'm having to draw a bunch of new patterns for this project, and so I'm working on a lot of those patterns just on projects instead of just drawing them and not doing anything with them. I'm drawing some of them on these projects here. But anyway, round purse will be coming up. We're going to do a little more elaborate gusset system. Like I said in that older video, that gusset was very simple. There's not a lot to it. It's very easy to go in. This next one we do, it's going to be a little more complicated, but a lot more classy. Like, it'll make the bag really, really professional looking and just function a lot better. I made one and posted it last year, probably around October, on my Instagram, and that was the first kind of stab at it with my new idea for the gusset. As I'm learning more about making bags with Aaron and other people, I'm learning more about how to do these gusset systems a lot better. So that's kind of what we've been working on, what I've been tooling. But anyway, I just got that box I got here. I'm just tooling as I get a minute. I'm waiting on glue to dry on the saddle. I'll tool up some wallets. That's usually a really good way to do it in your shop. If you're trying to build up a little inventory for a show or a little market days or something that you're going to, or even a store if you've got a storefront, it's really hard to devote a week to make an inventory, to just sit down and just make inventory, because you've got so many other irons in the fire. You've got things going on. You've got some marketing to do, bookkeeping to do, saddles you're working on, the bathrooms need cleaned. There's always something going on during the day. And so it's hard to just devote 8 hours solid to this one thing. And so I find that if you just, when you're cutting, say you're cutting a wallet for somebody and you've got room to cut 2 more, cut those 2 more, right? And then throw those in a box and keep that near your tooling bench. And then when you get a minute, you've got 30 minutes you're waiting on something to set up or to dry or something, you can sit down and tool a few of the wallets, throw them in another box, those are done. And then when you get time later, you've got an hour, you can throw these things together and then you've got a little inventory. That's the better way, more efficient way that works for me, is to just kind of do them as I can. Occasionally I will devote a full day or 2 to build 12 or 20 of something to put out on the floor or for a project, but most of the time I'm just doing it as I can. Same thing with this guitar strap. We got this tooled for a project, got it tooled. I went ahead and I had 30-45 minutes to kill waiting on something, and so I went ahead and did a little die work. We'll get this antiqued. I've got the down strap over there. It's done. It'll be ready to go on the sales floor, and it's just another thing out there for somebody to maybe buy. And those are, having that inventory, you don't want to have too much inventory. You don't want to have just piles and piles of inventory just for the sake of having inventory. But having a few wallets, having a few things that don't need to fit anybody necessarily, as far as like belts are hard because they've got to fit somebody. And so if you're going to make a rack of belts just to sell at a show, you're going to have of each design and each color scheme, you're going to have I'd say at least 6 or 8 different sizes, and maybe doubles of each of those, because like 36 is very popular, 38 is very popular, and so you're going to have more than one in that one style, because if that style is popular, you're going to sell it once, and then nobody else going to be able to buy that one because it's gone. So belts are hard because they got to fit, whereas wallets, purses, gun slings, rifle slings, any knife scabbards, especially knife sheaths, anybody can buy those as long as it fits the knife, and that's a very common style. All the knife sheaths that we've done, that's a very common style. So, but anyway, that's what we're kind of doing. Been rolling, like I said, today I'm doing a little bit of barbecuing here. They're at a little function, the kids and the wife, but we're going to do some stuff at the house this evening, and just going to enjoy our Independence Day weekend and try to just relax a little bit. Like I said, this for me is relaxing when I'm in here on a Saturday, being able to get something done and just kind of listen to listen to my stories, as they say, and just piddling around and working on these saddles. And so it's great. But we had a really good Independence Day, and we're going to carry it over into the weekend. And because of that, we are doing well, it's not just because of Independence Day. Claudia said, I have a ton of blemish grade knife sheaths in particular, was her deal. She said, I have 2 boxes over here full, because she culls them. So I just cut everything, and then as she's packaging you guys' orders, if you're buying, a 3-pack or a 6-pack of a pancake, whatever, she's culling those off. If she looks at every one of them before she puts them in bags or before she puts them in your box. And so if one looks like it's got a bunch of scars on it or something like that, she'll pitch it off in another box, and that's our blemish grade. So as you know, on our From the Cut Bench page, we have a 12-pack. We have blemish grade guitar straps. We have blemish grade gunslings. They're not always in stock, but when we have them, we put them on there. Blemish grade belt material packs, all those. That's what's going on. It's like we're just cutting just to keep our efficiencies, but then we grade those after we cut them. So if that piece looks like it's got a bunch of scars on it, it's a blemish grade. If they're really bad, occasionally I'll have practice grade, but I usually don't waste time with practice grades unless I've got a bunch or got a side that just really isn't good, which very rarely happens. But this weekend we are running a sale to clear out some of her bins because she's getting frustrated because she's got boxes with things in it that she needs gone. And so she said, clear it out. So we're running a 25% off all blemish grade material packs this weekend. So if you need, gunsling or guitar straps or knife sheaths in particular, wallets, whatever, we've got that stuff on there, all of our blemish grade, and I'm still back there kind of piddling, so I may add some other stuff too, depending on what I've got. But what's on there, the blemish grades, they're all 25% off. So if you want to save a little money, guys, there's nothing wrong with the blemish grades, and I'm going to be real honest with you. Most of what I build for my retail floor is what I would call a blemish grade product. I will get premium grade belts or gunslings or guitar straps, and I will build stuff for my sales floor with what we call premium grade clean, right? But I try to work through the blemish grade, because if you're stamping it or tooling it, dyeing it, whatever you're doing, you're probably not going to see any of those marks. So if you get something in and there's a little mark right there, well, if you're doing it plain, then yeah, it'll probably show up. But if you're gonna stamp it, basket stamp or waffle stamp, or you're gonna do some floral carving especially, there is no need to worry about it at all. So, but I understand people want clean pieces. That's absolutely fine. We offer that. But you can also save a little money this weekend and buy some blemish grade, and that will really reduce your investment costs on the material side. And you don't get a discount when you sell it to the customer, because they don't know blemish from premium. It's not, because the leather is exactly the same. I mean, I'll cut a premium belt and a blemish belt side by side out of the same side. It's just this one has some marks on it. So when you guys are looking at grading, we've talked about it before, when you're buying sides of leather and you're buying, I only want number 2s or 1s or A's or whatever you want, it really doesn't matter. They're all the same. They all dance around in the same solution. They all dry together. They all, get finished together. They get graded at the end before they get rolled up. So the leather is not different. The leather is the same. It's just marks. That's all they're grading for. Anybody, that's all they're grading for, is how many scars, marks, brands, different things like that. Wrinkles, that's the grading. The tannage is exactly the same. They're all in there together. They all come out together. Then they get sorted and graded. So it's the same way here. All this leather comes in, and then I cut, and then she sorts, usually. Sometimes I'll sort, if I've got a bad piece there, I might cut just blemish stuff, because it's all got kind of marks on it or something like that, or maybe it's a little sunburn from the lights or something. But anyway, yep, we're on that sale. That'll run until Monday. Until Sunday evening, I'll turn it off at some point. So figure Sunday night. If you hadn't gotten it, it'll probably be turned off. But y'all know as well as I do, sometimes I'm slow on doing that, and it doesn't get cut off until Monday afternoon. But if you need blemish grade stuff, now's the time to do it. We got plenty of leather steel. My other shipment, I think, is already ready to go. So we are going to hopefully move this leather and turn it over quickly, because it seems like everybody's buying material packs. Everybody's making stuff, which is a good thing for our industry, right? It's a good thing for all of us if everybody's busy making stuff. We like that. I know we are. And everybody else I know is staying really busy making stuff. So But yeah, we'll hopefully get another shipment in before Waco, so that we'll have plenty of material packs in Waco. If you're coming, you can come by the booth and hand pick or hand select your own material packs of what we've got there, and we'll have all our patterns and all that there as well. Aaron has the Last Minute Leather Shootout all out on his YouTube channel. All the rules, all the stuff. I will put a link down in the description to his video so that you can watch that. He's doing it all different this year. So you're able to design the pattern. You can go watch the video and hear all the rules and do all that. I'm not gonna go over all of them here. But basically, you get to design the whole patterns. There's just some parameters that you have to stay within, and there's one piece he drew up that you have to use somewhere on that. And then I provided a few little corner floral sets that you can use or not use if you're in the beginners, I believe. I don't think Advanced has an option to use that. But you've got to pre-register. You can't just show up with your deal. You've got to register with Leather Crafters and Saddlers Journal. We'll put Aaron has a link in the description of his video for that, so you can get all that information. Click that link down in the description and watch Aaron's video with Maker's Leather Supply about the Last Minute Leather Shootout, and you have until the show. Basically, you've got a month to get that done. So we'll put that link down in the description. Click that. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to get back at it, and if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and please go to dgsaddlery.com, sign up for the Leathercraft newsletter, and we'll see y'all next week in the Monday morning briefing.